What if the greatest threat to humanity is not disease, not climate change, not artificial intelligence? What if the greatest threat to humanity is humanity itself? For all our technological advancements, scientific breakthroughs, and social progress, one question continues to haunt history. Why do human beings continue hurting one another? Why do we build civilizations and then destroy them? Why do we build prosperity and then wage war over it? Why do we rise to power only to abuse it? The story of mankind is a strange contradiction. We are capable of incredible kindness, yet we are equally capable of unimaginable cruelty. The same hands that build hospitals build concentration camps. The same minds that discover medicine build weapons. The same species that write poetry and art commit genocide. The evidence is overwhelming. Human beings possess a profound tendency towards selfishness, domination, and evil. And if leadership is left in the hands of selfish people, society suffers. Today I want us to discuss a difficult but necessary truth: the evil nature of humanity, and while selfless leadership is the only way to overcome it. So I have a few sections to go through. The first section is history is a mirror. Many people are of the opinion that humanity is inherently good, but history begs to differ. If humans were naturally good, why does every generation repeat the same mistakes of the previous generation? Look at the 20th century, the bloodiest century in human history. An entire generation of young men was sacrificed on the altar of nationalism, pride, and political ambition. Before humanity could recover, World War II erupted, and it was recorded that more than 70 million people died as a result of that war. Cities were reduced to rubble. Entire populations were displaced. The Holocaust demonstrated how ordinary people could participate in extraordinary evil when power and ideology take control. And it didn't stop there. The Cambodian genocide, the Rwandan genocide, ethnic cleansing in the Balkans, the Armenian genocide, the list continues. Every continent bears the scars of human selfishness. Every century contains stories of oppression. Every nation has experienced leaders who place personal ambition over human dignity. Those events are not accidents, they are revelations. They reveal what lies beneath the surface of the human heart when power is left unchecked. History is not merely a record of events. History is a mirror, and what it reflects is not always comfortable. Section 2. Why do men seek power? Leadership itself is not evil. Influence itself is not evil. Too many people pursue power not to serve but to dominate, not to give but to take, to put people under their feet. Consider how many wars began. Most were not fought because ordinary people desired conflict. They were often initiated by leaders who wanted territory, wealth, prestige, influence, revenge, or control. Trade wars emerged when nations prioritize self-interest over cooperation. Civil wars emerge when groups are unable to coexist. Political wars intensify when power becomes more important than the people. At the root of societal problem lies a simple truth. Human beings naturally gravitate towards self-preservation. We always want more. We want more recognition, we want more resources, we want more influence, we want more control, we want more of everything. The famous philosopher Thomas Hobbes described life without restraints as a struggle where everyone competes against every other person. History repeatedly validates this observation. Without moral discipline, power becomes exploitation. Without character, authority becomes oppression. Without humility, leadership becomes tyranny. This is why leadership positions often attract the wrong motives. Power amplifies character. It does not create character. If selfishness exists before leadership, leadership simply magnifies it. A selfish person with power becomes much more dangerous. A greedy person with authority becomes more corrupt. Power and leadership reveals who we truly are. Section 3. The leadership crisis of our time. The greatest crisis facing modern society is not lack of intelligence, it's lack of selfless leadership. We have more information about the previous generation, yet we still struggle with corruption. How have we not learned? We struggle with exploitation, we struggle with injustice. Why? Because knowledge doesn't automatically produce character. Education doesn't automatically produce wisdom. Many leaders are successful by worldly standards. They build empires, generate profits, win elections, but success without service ultimately becomes destructive because history remembers many powerful leaders. But leaders who are greatly admired across generations are leaders who did the work selflessly. They're the ones who sacrificed the most. The greatest leaders are not remembered for what they took, they're remembered for what they gave. As a leader, what are you giving? Like I said, history is a mirror. We've learned from history what has happened, how the leaders behaved. So why are we behaving the same way previous leaders behaved? So what is the antidote to this evil in leadership? If selfishness is humanity's disease, selfless leadership is the antidote. Selfless leadership does not deny power. Selfless leadership asks, how can I build rather than exploit? How can I empower rather than take control? The selfish leader sees people as tools, while selfless leaders see people as treasures. Like I said before, the selfish leader asks, what can these people do for me? While the selfless leader asks, what can I do for these people? The selfish leader measures success by personal gain, while the selfless leader measures success by collective gain. This is not weakness, it is the highest form of strength. Many people can demand loyalty, only few can earn it. Anyone can command people, only few can inspire them. True leadership begins when service becomes greater than self-interest. The moment a leader is consumed by personal gain, corruption enters, and then the evil of the human heart shows for the world to see. And nations depend on this principle. If you didn't take anything from this podcast today, I want you to know that the evidence of human selfishness is everywhere. Wars, genocides, corruption, exploitation, broken institutions, broken relationships, broken societies. These are reminders of what happens when selfishness governs leadership. Yet history also offers hope. The question is not whether evil exists. History already answered that. The real question is, what kind of leader will you become? Will you pursue influence for personal advancement, or will you pursue influence for collective good? Will leadership become a platform for self-promotion or a platform for service? Human nature may incline towards selfishness, but great leadership calls towards sacrifice. And perhaps the highest purpose of leadership is this: to overcome the worst part of ourselves so that others may experience the best part of us. Thank you for joining me on today's episode. If this has inspired you, kindly share with others. See you next time.